Let's check if we got sound. Sure we do. Yep, we do. IW breaks! Break 585, Friday, case break. We're back to our old setup again. So, as you can see, full case here. I'm going to open it here because, I just see, I thought I'd knock my camera up. Fuck. So, got a sorting tray out. Jenks will be back in a little bit. Let me just open this. You know, the all set to seal case. That's Mr. Virtuoso. Probably got 2 boxes at a time. 1, 2. Actually, I can probably put a few more on. We'll get 4 on. There we go. Give myself some space. Oh. There we go. Little Virtuoso sitting there. Push these out of the way. Get stuck into a couple of boxes. Hope everyone's having a good Friday. I went and took Minx and the Colonel Gorminator off to see a movie before. A little bit of Friday fun time. Well, they've had a very busy couple of weeks here. Always good to go out and do something a little bit social with the boys. I saw Batman. G'day, Adam. Yeah, I'd say so. Night is still very, very early. What is it? It's only 7 o'clock. We'll see how this goes. What do you want to break out of? Footy stars or what are you thinking? Talk to me. I did a funny message last night from someone saying, let's do a double supremacy box. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know if people are going to really be doing that. G'day, Kevin. How are you? Empty box. All right. 2. Actually, I can probably put another one, can't I? Got a bit more room here than I thought. G'day, Gribbler. How are you? Looking for Hawks in a jumbo case opening. Yeah, no worries. Give everyone enough room. Everyone can see anything there. All right. Break 585. Let's get going. Stars regular. Oh, okay. We can maybe even do maybe do some boxes of each. I don't know. I don't know if I've got like a 2-case break in me on a Friday night. Maybe that could be a Saturday night thing. Blank slate, starting off with Tommy Lynch for the Tigers, 117. Just a 1-hitter there. I forgot I've got to sleeve these. Get that on display. If Jenks was here, thug, look at the big thug. I can shut up. Doing that. Go. Yeah, we've still got plenty of regular. I guess everyone sort of likes the jumbos because obviously there's the Virtuoso there. Freo Milestone and Tigers Orange. Oh, light on. Let me turn that on in a sec. Yellow, David Mundy, Fremantle, 120. And Port Adelaide, Burst. There we go. He's not like, I mean, gotta love Tommy Lynch. Such a big man. Do the yellows up there. Blank slide. That's Jeremy Cameron for Geelong, 157. And the package, Jake Stringer. I'll leave these for Jenks to sleep afterwards. Oh, I haven't opened packets for a couple of days. Looks like I've lost my touch a little bit. All right, Essendon and Brisbane Vegas. How's everyone going with their sets? Starting to get it together now? I've slowly started looking at my Richmond stuff now. GWS and Galton. Just tip that up a little bit. There we go. Can you believe footy's only a week away? Can't wait. Gold, first goal for Essendon and the Cats. Geelong there. Can't believe footy's Wednesday night next week. That'd be awesome. We'll be able to do some breaks that are tied in with it. Our first numbers, Will Hayward, number 13 for the Suns and St Kilda. Mighty Tigers hopefully get their first win against Carlton. Okay, George, how are you, mate? Hope you're doing well. Doggies and Carlton. Crows and Giants. Oh. St Kilda and Adelaide. Instant win. Coming later, and Toby Green and Giants. I think Jenks has swapped my camera. This one feels different. Hawthorn. Where's Hawthorn? GH. The shop now. And Sydney. Got a yellow Ben McAvoy, big boy, number 12. Number 12, big boy McAvoy. And a Brisbane Lightning. Oh, not even a Lightning anymore. What are they? They're ice, aren't they? Ice for these ones? Sticky packets, never a good sign. Hopefully that means it's going to be a SIG. Is that going to be a telltale sign that we're going to have a SIG? We are well overdue. Well overdue for a SIG. Instant win and Essendon. Essendon with 2 gold stars. Collingwood and the Sydney Swans. Melbourne and Melbourne. Take the jumper off 1 sec, guys. Oh. Well. And Milestone, Melbourne again, and Port Adelaide, Sunrise. Geelong and Hawthorn. Dogs and Tigers. Oh my God, what is going on with these cards? Geelong and Adelaide Crows. Dogs and Freo. Way to go. Gold Coast and Gown. Just trying to sort it while I do it here, otherwise it makes life a lot easier for Will and Minx. Doggies and St Kilda. I started getting break mail, not necessarily from us, but from other people. We've certainly got a few in. G'day, Benny. How are you? It's always nice getting break mail post new release. You never know what's going to appear. We've got a heap of stuff today. Stuff you remember, stuff you don't remember. Sydney Swans. This one there. No, just a one hitter. Go, Jack Crisp, or yellow, should I say, Jack Crisp. 99 for the Magpies. How are you, Benny? Hope you're keeping well. Why is the camera moving so much? So fix it up. How's your week been, Benny? Hope you're doing good. Looking forward to the footy getting back next week, I'm sure, as we all are. Flying Slade, Dan Butler, 188. 188 for the Saints. Yeah, absolutely. Pump me too. Numbers. Alex Sexton, Gold Coast, 37. And Daisy Pearce, Melbourne. I forgot I got to sleeve these. I don't know if they'll pump the Blues, but I feel like they'll just get it done. Carlton are looking all right this year. Well, they're looking better, should I say. Might be the kind of thing Richmond get out of the blocks really fast and kind of put the game to bed. But then, as I kind of did last year or the year before, and then Carlton kind of pulled it back a little bit. They made it not look as good. But look, I think this time of the weekend, this time of the year, you're always just happy to bank the win. Fantasy draft weekend, yes, I'm going to be doing one of those with the Minx and Will as well. Richmond, that's it, one hitter. We had a little bit of a warm up on some draft style stuff during the preseason games. Quite partial to playing fantasy DFS. Well, stay there, Butler. Come on. Where are you in the draft? Do you know what spot you are, yeah? Mr. Win and Gold Hawthorn. The age-old debate. If you've got first pick, who are you taking? Personally, I've always been a big fan of trying to take the best ruckman or best defender. Generally, best ruckman. Plenty of midfielders around. Blank slate, Heaney, 87. Create a super coach league. Would anyone be interested? I'm sure you better find a few people. Mate, the problem is a lot of the drafts I do are kind of set and forget because I just don't have the time to tinker with them all throughout the year. I play a lot of DFS. So, the daily stuff. I mean, I could certainly, I'll blindly enter one if you set one up, but I don't know how competitive I'll be. I'm sure Will and Minx will get involved. Jenks doesn't know anything. He wouldn't be doing it. Goal number 1. Yeah. I don't hate Grundy either. Gorn, Grundy, any of those big ruckmen that played big minutes. Can't really go wrong. It was interesting to hear, obviously they talked a little bit about Fife this week, that, the experiment of playing forward is over and back to the mid, which will be interesting. Yeah, I used to spend so much time on it too. And the thing with fantasy too, as you guys all probably know, is once you start playing fantasy, you're watching all these other games, that you normally wouldn't. My wife can certainly caught me watching Friday night or Saturday night or watching Richmond games, but when I'm telling her to be quiet at 2 o'clock on a Sunday because I'm watching Port Adelaide versus Brisbane, she's like, "What the hell are you doing?" It's fantasy. It's fantasy. Yeah, I'm not in any keepers of dynasties. I got some mates that love that stuff. Sydney and St Kilda. Yellow, Brandon Ellis, 46 for the Gold Coast. Port Adelaide and West Coast. Kevin, it sounds like you're in a lot of leagues. Am I right? Yellow, Zach Butters, 41 for Port Adelaide. Packets today. What is going on? Look at my friends. Blank slate, Stephen May, 101. Oh, yeah. No, Team Coach, I think, is coming out sooner rather than that. Team Coach might be out a bit sooner than that. Probably can't say too much, but it's definitely not April. Do you play any DFS, so paid stuff like the old Moneyball and Draft Stars and things like that? St Kilda and North Melbourne. Blank slate, Luke Bruce, number 230. One hitter there. Gold Coast and Wiggles. Doggies and Port. Diakos. and liver. Numbers, Aaron Norton, 105 for the doggies. And North of Melbourne. North of Melbourne. Gold Coast Suns and Melbourne. Oh, goodness. What is going on, packets? Brisbane and Hawks. Let's leave these couple. Bruce, you can sit there. Norton, you can sit there. Right, let's get a couple more boxes up here. Still got to get there. Get all these up. Right, so got all 5 now. Thoughts about 6 teams getting a virtuoso? No real strong thoughts. I think, kind of you're damned if you do, damned if you don't about having, star players. I did speak to someone who was arguing that, because there was no Brisbane signature, he wasn't interested. But I don't know. It's a tricky one. Like, I can only sort of speak personally from my experience. If say, there was a Richmond signature and it wasn't Dusty, people then whinge that it's not Dusty. Do I think it would be better if you could put 18 signatures? Sure. But I think, it's Footy Stars. It's the first time they've done signatures apart from like predictors. Well, I don't know. Look, it's a tricky one. I definitely see both sides. I think, putting our hobby hat on, getting one of those star players, if you don't barrack for that team, there is still value and equity in getting those. I don't know if there's the same value and equity if you diluted it into signatures from every team. So, if I got a Sam Walsh signature, I know I can still use that to trade to get something else. If I say got a I don't know, Zach Bailey signature from Brisbane. Not sure if that has the same currency or, sorry, hiccups there. Same currency or demand that, would make it as appealing. It's tricky. It's tricky. Lions and Hawthorn. What do you think, though? What do you think, Adam? Would you have liked a Hawk signature in there as well? The other thing too is that, as we know, we only presume that Prestige is coming. It seems to pair up with Footy Stars, but there may be an extension or some more of those things in whatever the next release is, whether it's Prestige or it's something else. So perhaps there could be some other signatures from other people there. That's my only guess. Stephen Canelio, 92, and Geelong. Yeah, it has been expensive, and I definitely think that people are starting to feel a little bit fatigued. But Footy Stars, even though it's cheap, and a lot of these inserts, we sort of thought they'd be sort of $10 inserts. And when we looked at the checklist, there's some big sets to collect, and it's definitely going to take some people some time to get all those. Yeah, I think it's great too, Adam. I think we cry out wanting more stuff to collect, more stuff to chase, and I'm talking about sort of big kids. The good thing about them having jumbo and normal, there's plenty of stock out there for kids. If you want to go to a hobby store and get some jumbo, you can. It feels like they're again moving in the right direction to keep everyone happy. Travis Boak, blank slate to 85. Blank canvas, should I say? Not blank slate. Yeah, you might be right, Kevin. You might be right. I'm purely speculating. I've got no idea. Blank canvas, Josh Hind, Nick Hind, 113. But I'm not sure. We don't know the answer to be honest. I just know from a personal collecting point of view that I probably wouldn't be unhappy getting any one of the 6 SIGs in a box. I mean, at this moment, I'll take any SIG. As you guys all know, we haven't hit one. But any one of those 6 players are fantastic. You know what I mean? So, yeah, it's hard to make everyone happy. Very hard to make everyone happy. Core, one hitter. I do like one of the big changes they've made is obviously having a virtuoso, one of them per jumbo in the case card, and having almost one of them per case for the regular. Having legitimate case hits is, I think, a great step into the right direction, especially as it's one of the few products that the public and all of us can go and buy case form. You want to make sure that you get something out of your case. Obviously, in the regular ones, there are all the predictors and all that sort of stuff. But yeah, it's nice having a fairly legitimate case here. Signatures just kind of seem like a nice little bonus in the jumbos. As I said, I'm hanging for a signature. We have opened a lot of stock, and we haven't yet seen one. Sorry, I've seen one because I've bought a couple, but yeah, haven't had one done in a break. Haven't opened one out the back. It's really annoying. Is that camera working? Maybe tonight is the night. That's all we can hope for. Brisbane and Geelong. West Coast and Sydney. Oh, for sure. But I mean, I'd also argue, Adam, that cards hadn't sort of elevated at that point. Like, I remember not that long ago, someone showed me the Hawthorn Premiership Redemption set. I didn't even know that one of those existed. That's the one sort of thing about having a team that's doing well in the modern era. Not only are the cards escalating with it, and there's so many more things to get for them, as well as winning flags. So it's a nice little sort of bonus. But, you Hawthorn supporters have had a good run. Very good run. I got a Hawthorn mate that I remember telling me before Richmond started winning flags that he was bored of going to grand finals. I nearly killed him. That's a win, and that's a Collingwood. Oh, what's this? Numbers. It's Grug. Grind Myers. 005. Bang! Nice little low there for Geelong. 005. Gruggy. Who's got Geelong? It's George Kados. There you go, Geelong. North Melbourne. I'm getting crazy. Let's see that one now. Yeah, we'll never complain seeing full premierships. Absolutely. And look, now I certainly can't complain as a Richmond supporter. I would have liked to have seen that last one in Brisbane, but pretty happy to have been lucky enough to see 3. Very lucky. In sort of 35 or 37 years to go over to see one, well worth the wait. Suns and Lions. And Hawthorn was just dominant for so many years there. So many years. And Hawthorn. Sydney and Freo. Let's leave these. Don't get the pile too big. We've got feels like about a box and a bit left of these gold. We've got 2 boxes left, plus probably another box and a bit. Definitely over the halfway mark now. Numbers. Tony Goldstein, North Melbourne, 74. Not jumping number. Go Toddy. Dogs and Bris Vegas. Collingwood and Gal. North and North. What is it? Footy's back Wednesday, isn't it? Grand final replay. Pretty sure that's right. One of you guys will confirm that. Arctic Yellow or Yellow Acid. Arctic Yellow 53. Brett Close for Geelong. I need some more sleeves. I think I've lost all my packet ripping technique. Blank slate, Jacob. Hoppa. 27. 27. Not his jumper number. Collingwood and Adelaide. Oh my goodness. My hands will stop working. Adelaide and Freo. Blank slate. Shannon Hearn, 147 for the Weagles. One hit box there. Oh, one hit packet, should I say. GWS and GWS. There's another midnight numbers, I think, in these few packets. Yellow, Bailey Fritsch, Melbourne, number 16. Not his jumper number. His jumper number is 31. Heard on the grapevine, AJ, that SEC will open up again mid-March for those that aren't members. Limited spots, I assume. Well, I mean, awesome. It certainly doesn't surprise me. I think from memory, our current SEC, so if anyone that's an SEC at the moment, blank slate, Tuke Miller is 53. Anyone that's a blank slate current, blank slate. Anyone that's an SEC member at the moment, I believe it expires after Footy Stars, so before Prestige. Pretty sure we got it all last year, just before Prestige. So that would probably make sense. And obviously they did the renewals by the end of February for anyone that wanted to keep theirs. So it would probably make sense mid-March. I don't know the exact date, but it would make sense that they would probably start to organise that before the next release, whatever it is. You know, how many spots are open or what they end up doing will be interesting. I remember seeing, Dunkley of the Josh variety, 204 for the doggies. I remember they did say, or I saw in a video somewhere that there's like 600 SEC members. So you'd think, maybe they open up for another 400, something like that. That would make sense. But yeah, date, time, not sure, but that sounds about right, Benny. I imagine they will open at some point. Essendon and St Kilda. SEC, one of the great initiatives Select to come up with, to be honest. The fact that, if you just someone that likes to buy a couple of boxes and rip a couple of boxes, not to have to worry about the panic, stressful time of trying to buy cards. I remember my early days having to, keep refreshing the screen to get in the first couple of seconds to get boxes. To take that out and take that away for a recreational punter that just wants to get a couple of boxes, absolute genius. Absolute genius in my mind. And then, things like Supremacy Rookie and trying to think whether there was another exclusive, something else. Oh, Spectrum Redemption, Brisbane, number 24, number 5, Spectrum Redemption. That's just such a great bonus. Since looked an email a week or so back, and they had mentioned that new SEC applications were available mid-March, and to keep a lookout on their Facebook page if that answers any questions. Beautiful. Thank you, Northie, watching on YouTube. That sounds absolutely spot on. So it seems to be backing up exactly what Benny said. Good work. Thank you. Oh. All right, 4 packets left. And we have 2 boxes. Come on. Can we find this SIG? Desperate for one. Desperate to get one before Jenks gets one. Just so I can brag to him. Carlton and Doggies. Numbers. Tom Cole. 57. Richmond. Walter. Thanks, Northie. Yep. Good insights. Sounds like, yeah, what you and Benny both said was spot on. Melbourne and Melbourne. All right, we are down to 2 boxes left. Where's my knife? I'm very much missing my blades by Wade. It has gone astray, which is very upsetting. Box. All right, 2 boxes left. Look out for the signature. We are looking. We are. Come on. Come on. Numbers straight off the back. Big boy Harry Mackay. 56. 56 for Carlton. That's a nice one. Big bad Harry. How has he not got the nickname Dirty Harry? How? All right. Collingwood, Diakos, and North Melbourne. Melbourne and Carlton. Doggies and Adelaide Crows. Brisbane and GWS. Acid Yellow, Aaron Hall, North Melbourne, 106. And Tigers, Game Breaker. Come on, signature. Come on. Just be lurking in these last 2 boxes. Collingwood and Sydney. What sort of things do you guys like me to list next? More than happy to chuck up another break. Blank slate, LDU, 94 of 250. I'm not going to do 2 Supremacy because I don't think people will buy that out. I'm happy to post something if you guys want to do another one. West Coast and Tigers. Let's leave that. Come on. Kilda, and Hawthorn. Gold, St Kilda, and Gary Rowan. Blank canvas, Diakos, 139. 2 jumbos, 20 starter packs. All right, pick your team or random, Graham. Geelong and a Fremantle. Yeah, we can maybe get around. Pick your team. All right. Anyone else think that's a good play, or is Graham just an outlier on his own? Doesn't sound too bad. Pick team, Cameron's saying as well. Brisbane. Just a one-hitter there. Instant win and Suns on GWS. Brisbane and Carlton. Oh, hello, Brooksy. Yes, we haven't really seen any Dusties. There was a Dusty orange. I'd very much like to see a Dustin signature. I presume you have Richmond. Hello, Magda. How are you? Starter packs are good. Gold, good. Agree, they are. That was the wrong way around. All right, we can do something with starter packs. That's no worries. I have them all. I wish, Brooksy. I just like to pull one in a break. Just one. I heard you popped into the store, Magda. Saw Jenks before. Nick Hind, 140. Everyone's going good. Went to the movies this afternoon with Minx and Will. Minx will be back in tomorrow. Will's got a weekend off. Well deserved. Tom Doody, 121. Melbourne and Brisbane. Oh, awesome. Spectrum 2, Bombers today. Lovely. Melbourne and Gal. Herbert Guy, 99, and Braden Maynard. I've got about 9 or 10 packets left. Come on, signature. Come home late. Come home late. Just delete these. Yeah, I don't know. We're all eagerly awaiting to see what the Spectrums will redeem. No clues have been given out at all. Geelong and Tigers. Sick. You believe Sig's coming? What, in this box or in the redemption? Hope you're right. Hope you're right. Be right, Magda. Oh, numbers, Ben Keys. 65. Gee, I thought that was a signature then. Whenever they're single digits, whoa. Looks close. Looks very close. Tom Mitchell, Hawthorne. There it is. Hold on. All right, 5 packets left. Come on. Come on, Sig. Hawthorne and Melbourne. Doggies and doggies. Freo Milestone and the Adelaide Crows. 2 packets left. Come on. Oh. Archie Perkins, Essendon, numbers, number 98. Damn it. It looked a little bit like a Sig, too. All right, last pack. Come on. Sig. Let's go. Let's go. No, not Sig. All right, let's have a look and see what we got as our virtuoso. All right, good luck, everyone. $66. Anyone know what that number is? Toby Nankervis, Tigers! 51 of 70. That's going to Brooksy. There you go, Brooksy. Nice little Tigers. Nank, the new captain, co-captain of Richmond. Woohoo! All right, thanks, guys. I will pack up, reset, and I will follow. Well, it's not that again. Oh, that's why it's moving. I will pack up and I will follow Graham's lead, and we will do 2 jumbo and 20 starters. I'll get it up in about 10 minutes or so. Thanks, guys.